It always surprises me that more sellers do not send out offers and they don't respond to offers very often. Hopefully, long before I came along, but at least for me, you've learned that offers are critical to send and receive. And I've shown you where if you get a lowball offer of something you're selling for $99 and they offer you $1, I've shown you why you shouldn't just reject that offer. You should always counter. Anytime an item on eBay is in play, and by in play, I mean someone's trying to buy it, they're making an offer, you're sending an offer, something's going on, eBay will start raising that item in the search engine rank. You'll find often if you start going back and forth on an item, someone's sending you an offer, you're countering, they're countering, you're countering. It will surprise you how often that item gets sold for full price to somebody else who's not even involved in the offer. That's because eBay notices this activity and says, I don't know why this item is interesting to this buyer, but it might be interesting to someone else. Maybe there's something in the news related to this item or this brand or this type of item. Maybe it's a jersey of some sports star that's in the news. Whatever it is, eBay doesn't know and doesn't care. It just knows that there's an item that someone sort of wants and that there's activity going on. eBay will raise it up some the more people that send and receive offers. Don't be angry at someone for sending you a $1 offer on a $99 item. They're probably just trying to figure out, where are you really? Now, if you say you accept offers, and you should on every single item you sell, well, if you're doing an auction, then offers don't really make sense. But on all buy it now items, which is the majority of your inventory, always turn on allow offers. Always let people send you offers. Now, there's a corollary to that, and that is you can send potential buyers offers. Now, you don't know who they are, and you don't really know if your offer is going to get to them, but anytime someone has expressed an interest in one of your items, eBay will let you know this person might be interested. Again, they won't tell you who, but they're telling you someone's interested in this item. You should send an offer to this person or these people if more than one person has shown much of an interest. Maybe they've gone back and looked at it twice. Maybe they've clicked watch. There are many reasons why eBay says this person needs to be sent an offer. So not only will buyers send you offers, but you should send them offers. And the way you do that is to go to your seller hub, and you're going to see at any one time all the offers that you can send to somebody. Part of your screen in the tasks section, you're going to see a panel that tells you how many items that you can send an offer to right now. Now for me, it was 5 when I clicked this and did this screenshot. I actually looked at the items. I'm about to show you those 5. Well, they were 5 items, and one of them was such a hot item that I wanted to get sold that I sent it. So I've actually only got 4 for you for an example, but that's okay. So when you click listings eligible to send offers, then you will be shown all the offers you can send to buyers that have shown interest in your items. Couple of things. If other people send them offers on something else, maybe something totally different, your offer probably won't get to them because eBay doesn't want to spam buyers with every time they look at something, they get an offer. But the quicker you are at sending an offer of someone who is interested to one of these people, however many there are, the quicker you are to send an offer to them, the quicker you are for your offer to get there before some other seller sees they've looked at something and they're going to send them an offer. So you need to, throughout the day, check your seller hub and send people offers anytime you can. You can make it really easy and send multiple offers at once, meaning offers on all 5 or all 4. I have 4 left because I sent one of the 5. These are offers I can send to someone right now. Someone looked at these thimbles more than just a passing glance online, and eBay said, there's someone interested in these. By the way, old thimbles or unique thimbles or porcelain thimbles or thimbles from foreign lands, they can bring some money. So they're worth looking at, and they're real easy to ship, very lightweight. Some might be fragile if they're porcelain, but the lighter weight an item is that's fragile, the less likely it's going to break during shipping. So a 1-ounce porcelain thimble, you're going to wrap that maybe in tissue paper and then a layer or 2 of little bubble wrap. It's not going to take very much. And that little thimble is just going to be floating in air. That box is going to have to be smashed before that thimble gets damaged in shipment, even if it's going overseas. So thimbles are really just a good BOLO, be on the lookout for. But I am able to send this thread organizer, set of 11 thimbles. These are listings of mine, and eBay is saying someone is interested in these items, and a Dick Tracy trio of books and this canvas bag. Now I can send offers individually, but I don't like doing that because time is money, and the more time I spend sending offers, the less time I spend listing. And the more you list, the more money you make on eBay. But also, the more offers that you send and react to, the more you're going to make on eBay. To quote Tech in Sports, who's a big clothing guy on eBay, he says, if I ever want to make money, I always turn on send offers. And if I don't want to sell anything on eBay, then I won't do anything with offers. He's telling us, he's yelling at us, he's pretty smart. He's multi-million dollars of income every year on eBay for years. He is saying, if you want to make a lot of money, you will not ignore offers. Now, some people, go back to this screen, if some of you maybe, if you looked at your task, you might see 107 offers available because you just never go here and you never send offers. That's not good. You need to whittle that down to 0. And if you get a chance throughout the day to look at it 2 or 3 times, if there's something other than 0, you need to send an offer to those people right then before some other seller sends them one on something that they've looked at, and you are blocked. Your offer, although it'll still say 5, your offer won't really go to that buyer because someone else has got there before you, and eBay doesn't want to spam them, as I said. Here's the way you can send all at once. You click this button right here. That selects all of the items. Now, if you had 100 items, all 100 would get a check mark. And the way that you send offers to all of them, instead of doing one at a time, is to click this Send Offers button. Now, you can select percent off or amount off. Now, it only makes sense to do a percent off because these are actually pretty close together, from 19 to $25. I could just do $1 off, but sometimes you've got items selling for $150 down to $18, and you don't want to just say, I want to send an offer of $4 off, because on the $18 one, that's a lot, but on the $150 one, that's not very much. So you always want to make sure percent off is checked. Now, I like to do 23%. You might think that seems like too much of an offer. I don't, and it turns out. So let's just look at this. What if you had this thread organizer? It's a vintage, probably from the 60s, probably mid-century modern. And you've been asking $24.95 as I have, and it's been for sale. I think I've had this for sale for a month and a half. I want to get rid of it. What if I were to send this one buyer an offer of a specific dollar amount? Now, I'm not allowed to do it. I can only do amount off, dollars off, or percent off. But just look at this one. How much would I probably send an offer for on this? Oh, probably it's at $24.95. It hasn't sold yet. If you follow my advice on this channel, and a lot of people's advice, but mine especially, you're not paying very much for anything you're selling. I can go down. I've got plenty of room. I don't need to worry about profit. I just need to get things moving, and I need to churn that money. So $24.95, I would probably lower that if I were doing a dollar amount to about $19.29, $19.77, $18.85, something in the $18.19 area. So let me just look at percentage off. What if I allowed 23% off on that item? eBay is telling me, well, that would put this at $19.21. That's right in the sweet spot that I would just naturally offer somebody. You will find that too. I think you ought to offer at least 21% off, because there has to be some skin in the game given away for someone to accept offers a lot of times. 23 is my favorite number on sending bulk offers. It's a good number. They feel it. They see you've really come down almost a quarter, almost 25%. You've come down 23%. And I find that the amounts that it comes down from $25.95 to $19, or down here, $23.95 to $18.44, from $19 down to $15, from 18 down to 14, that's about what I would probably just gut feeling send them. Without thinking too much, I'd probably gut feeling. So I am finding that 23% off is a very good offer to bulk send everyone throughout the day. Now, I don't like eBay's message. I've shown you my message before. I use a little tool called Abbreviate. It's a keyboard shortener. I love it. I'll put a link below. And whenever I type OFR and the F8, it automatically puts my text in there over what eBay. I really like mine. I've shown you this once before, but it's been a long time ago. A lot of you don't go all the way back and watch early videos. Kind of surprised, but I know a lot of you don't. It says, we, because I always use we, I always think family situation's good. We wanted to give you and a few other buyers. So this is telling the buyer, it's not just you. Whoever gets this offer, it's going to be you and maybe some other people. Okay, I want to put some FOMO, some fear of missing out in this dude's eyes, in this dude's mind. So we wanted to give you and a few other buyers the chance to get this gem for much less. This offer helps us free up some space, and this offer will last about 48 hours. Why do I say that? Because they last about 48 hours, and then they erode. eBay kills the offer and doesn't allow it anymore for this buyer or for me or anything until another offer is sent to that buyer. And it also gives a sense of urgency. This offer is not going to last forever. I'm not just throwing you a price of $19.21 for this thread, and you can just have the next month and a half to decide. You've got about 2 days to decide. So this is a great piece of text Feel free to steal it if you want. Just use my wording. I think you should use 23% off. I think you should use my wording. Keep in mind, 23% off on all of these 4 items that I can send an offer on right now. Why can't I not send an offer on more than 4 items? Because I send offers throughout the day. And I send an offer maybe, I cleared these offers maybe 3 hours ago. And I've got 4 now for this example. Send automated offers. I like this option. It's fairly new, and that is if anyone else shows an interest in any of these 4 offer items, eBay's just going to go ahead and send this 23% off this identical text. eBay's going to go ahead and send any new lookers of this item, if it hasn't sold, the same offer. And I'm going, yeah, why wouldn't I want to entice someone else? Now, if someone goes to this and buys it, they don't get 23% off. But if they kind of go there and maybe go back or put it on their watch list, they almost for sure will get my offer of 23% off. So I do like to turn this option on. I do not like this option here, allow counter offers. I think the default is on. I always turn it off. I don't want to play games. This is my offer to them. Now, they might, on their own, send me an offer that's lower, but they're not going to be able to look at my offer and have a big button, thanks eBay, that says, or send a counter offer. They don't get that option when I send an offer and I initiate it. I don't want to go back and forth. I'm sending them 23% off. Feel free to buy it. I hope you do. Other people might see this and you don't have long. That's what the message says. They don't get to counteroffer. All future people who are interested get the same deal until it's sold, and I'm going to click send, and my offers, all 4 get sent, and then you clear this screen by clicking got it or the X, and all of your offers go to 0 until people start looking at your items. This is how you send multiple offers at once, and it's also the best way because I've given you text on how to do it. I've given you a great suggestion, if I do say so myself, on how much to reduce the amount by 23%. I think you should do multiple offers at once, as I've shown you, to save time. Don't send one at a time. And you're going to find if you do this throughout the day, 3-4 times a day, just whenever you think of it, you're going to be making a lot more sales.